So, in case of hashing, we have set of values, the values universe of possible keys. We have some hash function which is trying to map those values into a particular bucket, a particular table. Say for example, this particular value will be stored here, this particular value will be stored here, this will be stored here, and this way all the values will be mapped or stored inside the bucket. Now, there is a key, we have a hash function that is doing the mapping, that is performing the map operation, then we will have some entry. So, if we try to understand this thing in more detail, then we can say the key value, say for example, I am having some key value like 72 is the key value. Now, we have we are trying to generate some integer using this hash function h of x. Say for example, h of x is the hash function, and we will have some integer value, we will have some integer value, and that integer value, say for example, we are getting 72 mod 10, this is our hash function, and we are getting 2. So, this is nothing but an integer. Now, this integer value is considered as the index of an array, and there we are trying to store that particular value. Now, what is the problem here? As we discussed, the problem is called the collision. Say for example, we are having a particular hash table having few different slots or few buckets are there. Say for example, this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Here, say for example, I have stored 72 here, again I have stored a few elements, now we are getting 92. So, 72 is already there and 92 is trying to store or it is trying to store in this going to occupy this place only, and this is called collision. So, collision is the condition where two keys are hashed into the same slot, that is called collision. There are different techniques are there, very popular techniques which are we can say these are the popular techniques by which we can resolve these collisions. So, first one is most popular techniques are there, two different techniques, one is direct chaining and another one is open addressing. So, what is open addressing and what is direct chaining? In case of chaining, say for example, we are trying to store 72 already there and we are trying to store 92. So, what we will do? We will make a linked list, we will make a linked list with this. So, 72 is there, 92 will be here, the base address will be stored here and this way it will be stored. Again another value, say for example 102 we are trying to store, again that will be stored. So, by help of some kind of linked list array, with the linked list we will store all the elements using some kind of linked list, and that is called chain, like some type of chain is created, that is why it is the name is given and it is called chaining. So, chaining is called direct chaining, or it is also called close addressing. In case of close addressing, what do? We use some array linked list application, or by help of this implementation we implement the particular thing. Separate chaining, create a separate chain to store all the elements. Next one is open addressing. In case of open addressing, it is array based implementation technique. Here we have three different techniques, one is called linear probing, quadratic probing and double hashing. In case of linear probing, what we will do? As 7, say for example, we are having in this scenario, say for example, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, all the elements are stored. Now, we have stored 72 here, here 91 is okay, 95 is there, here 10 is there, already these elements are already present. Okay. Now, I want to store 92. So, by the help of the hash function we will try to find out the next probe sequence. In case of linear probing, we will go for linear search in the next place. So, 92 is trying to store in this place is already occupied. So, it will just go to the next place. If the next place is free, then this 92 will be stored here. If the next place is not free, it is already occupied with some value, it will go to the next one, next blank space where no value is there. This is called linear probing. Let us have a look with this example and try to first pause the video, try to read this problem and then come back. So, what is this problem? A hash table contains 10 buckets. Use this linear probing to resolve the collision. The key values are integers and the hash function used or uses key, that is I can mark these portions. So, first one is how many buckets are there? So, 10 buckets are there. That means there is an array which is having some places. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So, these are the different places. Okay. So, 10 buckets are there, 1, 2, 3, 4 this way, 10 buckets are there. Now, what hash function we are using? Key mod 10. What technique we are using to resolve the collision? That is linear probing. Linear probing, we will search the linearly. And what are the elements? The elements are the values, key elements that we are trying to store. These are the elements. What is the question? What location would be the key value 142 inserted? In which location 142 will be inserted? Let us have a look. So, first of all, we will perform mod operation with 43 mod 10. So, what is the value? Mod remainder. If I divide 43 by 10, 3 will be the remainder. Okay. So, 3 is there. So, 43 will be inserted at this place. Then 165 is stored here. 165 will be stored 165 mod 10. So, it will be at 5. So, 165 will be in this place. Then 62 is here. So, 62 mod 10, this is 2. So, 62 will be here. Now, 123 we are having this value. So, the value is 3. So, we will go to the third place. Now, look, there is a collision because already some element is already present. So, what we will go for? We will go for the next place linearly. So, what is the next place? Fourth place. And this place is blank, nothing is there. So, we will directly store 123 here. Now, comes 142. So, 142 mod 10, that is 2. So, we will try to store 2 here, but this place is already filled with some value. Well, we will go to the next place, that is also filled, go to the next place, next place, next place. This is the blank space. So, here we will store 142. So, as per the if the question can be asked in different way, how many collisions are there to insert all these elements, how many collisions you have faced. So, in that case there are 2 different collisions are there. Okay. So, here is one collision, here is one collision, and we are going for probe some value in the time of insertion of this element and this element. 2 collisions are there, and where this value will be inserted. So, this way the question can be asked, or what is the scenario of the last hash table. Okay, the question can be multiple. So, as per this question, 142 will be stored in the sixth index, or 6 in what location? In 6th index, the value 142 will be stored. Okay. Now, if I just change this question, if I try to solve the same problem using in the place of linear probing, if I try to solve this problem using chaining, then how we will do it? So, in case of chaining, so let me delete this one. If I try to solve this problem using chaining technique, okay, let me solve this problem using chaining technique. Okay. So, in case of chaining, the first there will be the same number of buckets will be there, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay. 10 buckets are there. Now, what element we have to store? 43. We are trying to store 43 mod 10 3. So, 43 is at this location. Then 165. So, definitely 165 is here, 40, 62, 62 is here. Now, what? 1 for 23. 123 will be stored where? It will be definitely stored in this place, and there will be some linked list. So, 123 is here and it will be null now, and it will store the base address of this one, and this way the chain will be created. Now, 142 will be there, 142 will be here. So, this way in case of chaining we will solve the problem. The question can be asked, draw the table and store the values and show the what is the last resultant table. This can be one question, or another type of question can be asked, what is the maximum length of the chain. So, here the maximum length is 2, some cases the maximum length of chain is 3, or some cases that the question can be asked, how many collisions are there. So, 2 collisions are there. Okay. So, this type of question can be asked. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you have any query, please write in the comment section.